Divine intervention? Nah, just a slap on the wrist. Megachurch mogul Robert Morris trades pulpit for prison jumpsuit. In a plot twist that even the most fervent televangelist couldn't script, Robert Morris, the silver-tongued founder of Texas's Gateway Church, a sprawling spiritual empire boasting one of the nation's largest congregations, has finally copped to what the rest of us mortals call really bad judgment. On Thursday, the 64-year-old ex-pastor pleaded guilty to 5 felony counts of lewd or indecent acts with a child, stemming from a series of youth ministry mishaps back in the 1980s in Oklahoma. The victim? A 12-year-old girl at the time, who probably thought anointing with oil meant something a tad less hands-on. For those unfamiliar with the gospel according to Megachurch, Morris wasn't just any fire and brimstone peddler, he was the guy who built Gateway into a $100 million a year behemoth, complete with multiple campuses, rockstar worship bands, and enough private jets to make Elon Musk jealous. Oh, and let's not forget his side gig as a spiritual advisor to none other than President Donald Trump during the 2016 campaign, because nothing says "Make America Great Again" like a man of God who interprets "Suffer the little children" a little too literally. Trump, ever the dealmaker, reportedly sent a congratulatory tweet: "Robert Morris, total winner. Fought the fake news witch hunt. God bless." Okay, we made that up, but wouldn't it fit? The plea deal. A masterpiece of Old Testament mercy, a 10-year suspended sentence, with the first 6 months slumming it in an Oklahoma County jail, presumably one with Bible study groups and no cable TV. No hard time in the big house, just enough to pen that memoir, From Pulpit to Pokey, How I Turned the Other Cheek, and more. Critics, or as Morris might call them, demonic influencers, are howling that it's a sweetheart setup for a guy who spent decades dodging accountability. After all, the allegations surfaced publicly in June 2024, but Morris only resigned from Gateway after the congregation started asking awkward questions like, "Wait, Pastor, was that spiritual covering code for something else, and the flock?" Oh, they're splintering faster than a poorly translated parable. Gateway's elders, in a move straight out of the Emperor's new robes, issued a statement claiming they were blindsided, as if the rumors hadn't been circulating since the victim went public with her story of abuse spanning 4 years. Attendance is down, tides are trickling, pun intended, and the church's new slogan might as well be "Forgive us our trespasses." As long as they're not on camera. One former congregant, speaking anonymously, because who wants to be the next Jonah, told reporters, "We gave millions to build God's kingdom, and he used it to build his ego. Now we're left with a kingdom of what-ifs and a parking lot full of empty minivans." But hey, silver linings. This scandal could spark a renaissance in accountability, or at least better background checks for youth group leaders. Imagine the new church vetting process. Have you ever interpreted laying on of hands as a HR violation? Next, and for Morris? Post-jail, he's got options: a Netflix docuseries, Unholy Rollers, a podcast, sermons from the Slammer, or perhaps advising Trump's 2028 run on family values from the Witness Protection Program. In the end, as Morris himself might sermonize from his cell block choir, the wages of sin is a plea bargain. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's kid? Apparently optional, with footnotes. Stay tuned, saints and skeptics, Divine Comedy writes itself, but the punchline? That's on us.